Morning.
From the flight path of the M62.
And just within smoke range of our chimney. Yeah. So Joe didn't sleep last night. And I didn't sleep last night. Yeah, it was a lot of noise from that road.
We are, which is why we're moving today. We are in Whitley Lock. It's right behind us.
And we are proceeding down to the, what is it called? The new
Junction Canal.
The new Junction Canal.
It's only about 2 hours away, but it might rain.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to get progressively worse for rain. So basically, there's this lock a couple of miles to the next lock, about 3 miles to the next lock. In that distance, there are 2 swing bridges. Then after that lock, there's another mile to a swing bridge. Then we turn onto the new Junction Canal, and there's a couple of miles to a combination lock and swing bridge, which I don't think we'll go through. I think that's as far as we're going to try and get today.
Alright, let's just go.
We're on our way.
It's a busy morning as usual on the M62 with many cars and trucks thundering along above us. That's quite the mooring bollard for our little narrowboat. It's a pretty smooth descent at Whitley Lock. The navigation is wide and straight, and there are no moored boats, which means that Michael tends to go a little faster than he would on a canal. This also means that George and I struggle to keep up with the boat when walking. As you can see, Michael gets a little creative with his steering along here. It's another really miserable day, and I'm sure we're not seeing the area at its best. Still, it's invigorating and great to be on the move again after being blocked by all the floodwater for so long. And just to add extra grey, it started to rain. This looks like it might be a Canal and River Trust boatyard. There are lots of boats and vans, and some skips, and various materials. George and I give in at this point and flag the boat down for a lift. This pleases Michael as it means he can move us along a little faster. Here's the site of an old swing bridge. It's been removed, so that's one less for us to swing today. George is stuck on the boat while this pooch has the time of its life on the towpath. There are 3 sets of lock gates at Pollington Lock. The lock can either be used as one small chamber, or both sections can be used together to accommodate longer commercial vessels. We just use the small chamber, which is still pretty huge. The Pollington Manor swing bridge has been left open, so that's a bonus. What a beautiful day in Yorkshire, eh? We've reached Syke House Junction and we take the turn onto the new Junction Canal, which is part of the Sheffield and South Yorkshire navigations. We immediately cross the Went Aqueduct and you can see just how high the water levels are. This river is clearly in flood. The new Junction Canal opened in 1905. It was one of the last canals to be opened. It links the Aire Calder Navigation with the navigation down to Sheffield and the Stainforth and Keeby Canal to the River Trent. We get to Syke House Lift Bridge and decide to call it a day. So that blew the cobwebs away somewhat.
Yeah, no cobwebs.
It stopped raining long enough for us to record, but poor Michael was getting hammered on the back.
Well, it wasn't really that it was like, it wasn't heavy rain or anything. It was just that little pinprick stuff that just flies right in your eyeballs.
You know what? It's like a mist, but the mist got more and more dense.
Yeah, and colder, definitely colder. And then we passed over the river back there on the aqueduct, and did you see the flooding?
Yeah, I took some film of it.
So, no wonder people have been talking about the canal being closed down south of here.
We've turned onto the new Junction Canal and we're going to go down to the lock, but we found this mooring, so we were like, yeah. And like there's a swing bridge just there. So much effort.
Yeah, too much effort. And when the sign comes up saying 24-hour mooring, it's like, all right, that's all we need.
It's winter, it's more than 24-hour anyway.
Yeah.
So we can stay here. If we want to.
It's nice and quiet. There's definitely some distant road noise over that way, but it's not like last night when you couldn't hear anything. Now it's like, oh,
it's pretty
peaceful. You can hear all the birds.
Yeah, I like it. And the canal was much more pleasant than yesterday, because yesterday it was kind of like wasteland, whereas today it was agricultural.
Yeah, it's nice to see again after the bit of bleakness yesterday.
Yeah, I just wish the sun would come out because it's a bit miserable.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar it's coming. Anyway, I'm freezing.
All right. I think we're going to have a little chilled out afternoon because the whole time we were in Knottingley, we did quite a lot of work. So
yeah, so we've done a fair bit, but you didn't get much sleep last night because of the heavy road traffic. I didn't. I tell you, one thing that can help your wife fall asleep really quickly is putting on a podcast about computer programming.
It was like instant.
Like 7 seconds, and she's like, I haven't been able to fall asleep. I've been listening to all this stuff trying to fall asleep. She even put on I was like, I'm half asleep, and I'm like, you should put a podcast about knitting on. And she took me seriously. And so all of a sudden there's a podcast about knitting play. And I'm like, well, this is keeping me awake because I'm learning about needles and stuff.
And then I tried some ridiculous ones of like the ASMR ones and people counting.
That was just annoying. The counting one was sort of working for me.
The tap dripping was like stressful.
And I was just like, I've got an idea. And I started playing this one about programming and how to rewrite parts of Python using Rust. And Joe's just
oh yeah, I do remember that. He was talking about how he was preparing Rust to Python and he called it Rust Python, and he was like, I mean Rust. Do you remember that bit?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Then immediate sleep. It was good.
All right.
Okay. So just in case you need that bit of advice.
But today is another reminder of even a soggy cruise does make you feel really good.
Yeah.
So you don't go for too long.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it. If I had made a little bit of a better choice, problem is I've got this waterproof on, but I really just have like a light.
You need a thermal on underneath.
Yeah.
The fire is on, so let's go in.
Good. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
All right. So thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you want to hear more of my teeth chattering, then subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications. That's the truth of life on the canal with a dog.
Where's my dog?
He's right here.